So good morning guys, welcome back to Northwick, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well. Just before we start today's video, if you could all be a bunch of legends, smash the thumbs up button, that would be awesome, that would really help me out. So what have we got on today? Well, today we are moving some dung. We're trying to get our sheds empty, we're trying to get the midden empty in preparation for taking the silage off. The dung's already here then to spread. So today we're in the 6130M and the Fleming trailer. I still haven't got my 6155 back yet. Hopefully we get that one back early next week. Until then, this one is doing a job for us. The only thing I would say is you do miss that tiny bit of power advantage that the 155 has. But as you can see up here, we've got a fair pile tipped up already. For people that don't know, dung heaps have got to be moved every year. So last year a dung heap was up that end, there's still a little bit of dung up there. You can't put it in the same place twice, so we're down this end this time. That'll get cleared and graded off, and then next year we can put it back down there again. But we're up here on some silage ground, on some of our off ground. It's a fair trip up here actually in the tractor. It takes 25 minutes or so, and it's mainly uphill here. It's a bit of a hard pull for the tractor, but nevertheless, we're getting it done. I'm going to be a bit brave and stick you on the trailer, so hopefully you don't end up in the muck. So guys, I didn't record anything on the way back. It was the 10-minute takeover on Radio 1, and they had Evanescence followed by Backstreet. So I wasn't going to miss that, but I'm just going to load up a minute. En route with load number 2. Definitely a harder pull in this tractor. Now, I don't know whether it's just me being lazy, but I do miss the gearbox in the other tractor. Just being able to nudge all the way through the gears. No levers to pull, no clutch to dip. When I stop at junctions, I can stop on the brake on the other one instead of having to dip the clutch as well, but probably just laziness. Beautiful day here today. They actually forecast rain today, so quite what's happened there I don't know. We're supposed to be getting a lot of rain tomorrow as well. Won't be a bad thing. We can do with a bit more just to bulk the silage covers up a bit. We are planning on cutting silage for sort of 2 or 3 weeks from when this is recording, so last week of May perhaps, and it'll probably be a scenario of we'll just cut whatever's there at the time and let it start again, because otherwise you're going to be pushing second cut further and further back, and we want the animals to be able to graze the aftermaths on some of the fields. So cut what's there, take it off, quality not quantity, and go again at the second cut and hope we get a bit better growing weather. Are you going to be able to do it, tractor? Come on! What we need is a 250. That would be the job. Oh, Luke Pierce. I'll happily drive yours for a bit. Let me borrow it. So guys, this is our beef shed. Those of you who have watched the channel for a little while would have seen us clean this out once before this winter. For those of you that are new, this is where we keep a lot of the young stock down here over winter. Any experimental cattle that are here for the winter. We tend to keep the cows and calves up the top in what we call our dairy shed. But then as they calve up there and they need a bit more space, we'll bring cows and calves down here as well. So we cleaned it out once after the winter. We're just cleaning it out again now. And then once it's cleaned out, it'll be pressure washed, and it will have some spray put down to sort of sterilise it, just so it's all nice and clean to go again next winter. Got to move these gates as we go, so hopefully I've dug enough away of this one that I can just pull the pin and pull them towards me. You can see how high the dung gets in here. So these gates fold back round to here. The other ones, either unhang them or push them back the other way if we can. Might be able to with that one. We're winning. That just leaves us then with the posts. The posts are, well, they're incredibly firm in there. You never put them out by hand, so what we do is we drop the bucket off the handler and we use these. Got a lifting chain, and all we do is put the eye of the chain in the hole there, put the loop on the top on the pin on the handler, we lift it out. So I'll get this one out now. As you can see, not the easiest thing in the world, but it works. All we do then is hang it on the post before the one we just done, so we know where it is. It's not on the floor, not going to end up in a dung spreader anywhere. Right, so I've got another bay there. That's another probably load and a half in the trailer, and then on the end one. I may have put a bigger load on this time. So I started playing football again this year for the first time in, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I've always played football at youth level and played a bit of men's football when I was 18, but it must be longer than that, it must be 7 years. And I started playing football again this year, which I absolutely love. I've missed playing football and now I've got a bit more time to do it. I've really enjoyed playing it, but my body, not happy at all. Because we missed part of the season, we're playing games sort of Saturday, Wednesday to try and keep up. My body is falling apart, to put it the best way. Right, we just about made it back to the dung heap in the field. Load number 3 today. It takes a little while when you're cleaning out the shed to get through the loads because you always got to stop and take out posts, move gates and whatnot. But we're getting there. As always with this trailer, you've got to lift the body so far before you can open the back door. It's just a safety mechanism to stop the rear door flying open on the road. And as it gets up, the weight of the load being tipped push you forward as long as you're in neutral. Doesn't do any harm to the tractor. Put the body in float coming down. And then as that's coming down, you've got to drop the door again before the body's right down so he can get in his crooks. So he's down, just wait for the body to drop. Nice one, and we're off. Right, back on the road. The hang of this gear changing lot now. There is a button on the gear stick that you can use as a clutch, so you haven't got to actually physically push the clutch down. And I find that that works really well when you're going up through the gears, sort of on the level ground. For changing down, I think the foot clutch is quicker, it responds a bit quicker. The button, there's a bit of a delay on it. You've also got a button you can press to make your power shifts automatic, so it will do it at a set rev or set speed. But I don't tend to use that one either. I find it changes too quickly or not quick enough. Loading! Right. Loaded. Heavier load on again, I think. Big loads only, boys, big loads only. Right, we're still loaded because we haven't taken the load anywhere yet. We had a slight change of plan and we ended up filling up a load of gravel bags with pea gravel for the silage pits. Because, I don't know if I mentioned it in another video, we got rid of all our tyres. So we got paid to have them taken away. And last year we covered the pits in straw because we had a lot of straw left over. We were hoping we could do the same again this year, but we haven't got any straw left. So we bought a load of gravel bags off Southwest Fixins and some pea gravel, and spent the afternoon filling those up because it's one of those things, before you know it, I sort of cut the silage and not have anything to put on the sheets to hold them down. So another job ticked off the list. I'll go and show you in a minute what we have done. So it's supposed to absolutely tip down with rain tomorrow, so I'm putting this load of dung in undercover just so it doesn't leach everywhere out the trailer. Right, so these are the bags we've been filling up. We've got 2 different types here. These are the ones we got from Fixins today, because they've got a handle on the end. And they come with string already in them to tie up the ends, which is quite handy. So we've ordered 150 of those. We've got a few more of those to pick up when they come in stock. And these are some that we had already. They're slightly more abrasive material. They've got a handle on the end still, but you've got a zip tie 'em, which is a bit of the weak point on those when the zip ties get brittle and break. So that's what we've been doing this afternoon, just shoveling this pea gravel. There you are, pea gravel. Into the bags, tying them up, stacking them up. So we've got another 30 odd of those come from Fixins when they get them. We've got I think there's roughly 60 here of these other ones to fill up. And the plan is that we're going to put those on top of those heavy green sheets that you put on top of silage pits. So we haven't got to worry about tyres, which would be nice. But anyway, that's us done for the week. Me and John are here on the weekend tomorrow to do the stock check and feeding. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Remember, if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want any JM farming merch, send me a message, we'll sort you out. And see you guys on another video very soon. Cheerio.